Signed up and logged in, you can start with the left-hand sidebar found on the home page. There's the 7 main categories, and you can add how much time you're spending on practicing your daily activities. For example, in the education category, you can select reading, and from there you can add a new activity. So I can add the test title of a book that I've been reading by a test author. Once saved, I can then add some options to this. So I've been reading the last 5 pages over the last 1 hour. And that has now been added to my activity. And once finished, I can read that I can put that I've finished the book on there. So having a look through the options you've got reading, you've also got courses here, so you can add how much time you've been spending on courses at school, faculty or university. Also tutorials, when you're watching online tutorials. So I watched an online tutorial recently. And I added 15 minutes of watching that tutorial. Now, if you spend any time experimenting, such as cooking, chemistry and physics experiments, and also developing your public speaking, selling or social skills, that goes under experiments. And under research, how much time you spent researching a certain subject of your interest. There's the business category, so you can add how much time you spend working for your company. So once you've created the activity, you can simply add how long you spent doing that activity. So 8 hours at work. And within that, within the business section, you've also got projects. So you can add how much time you spend working on a project, and also contracts, how much time you've spent signing a contract. There's also the health section where you can add the sports that you practice and how much time you've practiced them. So if I play tennis and I've just spent 30 minutes playing tennis. There's also diet for the meals you've consumed. Walking, you can add the distance and time that you spent walking. Where I spent 45 minutes doing that. Also, how much sleep you do. So last night, I had 7 hours and 30 minutes of sleep. And then with hygiene, you add how much time you spent bathing, brushing your teeth, showering, cutting your nails or hair, shaving, waxing, applying cosmetic treatments, etc. Under the lifestyle section, you can add the various hobbies that you've got and how much time you spent working on them. And also, if you do any volunteering, you can add the time that you spent working for an NGO or a good cause. Under social, you can add the name of your spouse, girlfriend or boyfriend, the place you spent time with him or her, and the amount of quality time you spent together. Same for friends. You can add the name of a friend and then add the place where you went and the amount of time you spent with him or her. And also with your family, you can add your family members, including your pets, at the place that you went to and the amount of time that you spent with them. Under entertainment, you've got television, so you can show how much time you spent watching your favourite TV shows. And I spent 30 minutes watching this program. Same with movies, you can add any movies you've watched. Same with music. Not only can you put in the songs that you've listened to, but also keep track of the concerts that you've been to. And under games, you can add the title of the video games that you play and the time that you spend playing them. And the finance category. So in income, You can add the origin of your income, could be your salary, a check, a contract or a sale, the currency that you use, and the amount of money that you earned. And there's my salary added in. We've also got expenses, so any money you spend on different products or services, you can keep the expense open to track how much you tend to spend on a specific service or product in a determined period of time. Let's say you need to move around your city a lot, but you don't own a car. From time to time, you get a taxi to arrive at your destination. But with the expenses tracking tool, you can clearly see how frequently you use a cab and how much of your income goes for the cab trips in a month. After such an analysis, you could then decide to change the means of transportation to a cheaper or more efficient alternative. Under donations, you can add the amount of money you donated for a good cause, and under savings, you can add the amount of money that you put aside for retirement, investments, college funds, or emergencies.